Well, every search is different. It certainly affects all of us.
In the Great Smoky Mountains, Park Ranger Jared St. Clair says on search and rescue missions, there's no substitute for boots on the ground and eyes in the air. In September and October of 2018, when hiker Susan Clements was missing near Clingman's Dome, it was the first time testing a new tool in addition to all the other tried and true methods.
We've not used drones before that particular search, not for search and rescue. Well, the drones that we were using came from Oak Ridge. They had capabilities on there that we didn't have.
We had a missing hiker, and they asked us to come and participate with our systems. That was the first time we responded to an actual emergency.
The team at Oak Ridge National Laboratory has a variety of drones, some of them built from scratch.
So we've got a few of our unmanned aircraft. One is our heavy lift quadcopter we call the ORNL Strelka that we designed and built here in-house. Long endurance fixed wing aircraft. Some of our platforms will carry just a regular still camera. We also have some thermal cameras as well.
Whatever devices the drones are carrying, the revolution comes from computing power.
We use the drones primarily as tools to collect that data, and really the magic happens in what we do with the data on the back end.
ORNL can quickly process massive amounts of information. In the Clements case, it was thousands of high-resolution photographs of the scene, all combined for one huge snapshot of the search area.
It's mostly speed. I mean, how much faster we're able to stitch images together.
Their first thought was to scan for any pixels that matched the color of Clements' clothes.
And then when we got there, we realized that she was wearing colors that matched the terrain.
Clements was wearing green and gray, impossible to pick out. So they shifted the photos to a new purpose, creating real-time maps of a mountain landscape that constantly changes.
In the park, they have landslides constantly.
So having real-time information is very important for us because a map may not capture what's really out there right now.
In as near real time as possible, we'll try to take that imagery and convert it into a very accurate, detailed imagery and map of the area.
The drones let crews see rock slides, down trees, and other obstacles that would normally slow them down.
Since we have different angles, we can create a 3D model so then they can find a faster route. Maybe they don't need to rappel down the side of a cliff.
We had high hopes of actually finding the individual. It was just a very, very difficult problem.
After a week-long search, crews found Clements' body in a rugged area. She died from hypothermia, likely on the first night she was missing before any search could have saved her. A tragic ending, but still the beginning of a learning process.
We were severely limited by the weather, by the fog. If we're going to respond to something like this in the future, we have to have sensors that can operate through fog and not have to worry about what the weather's doing.
There are also regulations that require drone pilots to remain within a certain distance of aircraft. ORNL's dreaming of limitless range, with a network of drones proven to safely fly themselves with just a few clicks on a map.
Click a few buttons, and then if I want to send it somewhere, relatively easy.
Mode change to guided.
So this vehicle is now taking off. And so this is powerful in that we can control these vehicles from essentially anywhere in the world.
We're kind of transforming the way we do drones. We're really connecting them to the internet. But unmanned vehicles and autonomous vehicles are really going to be the future.
Improving these connections and speed could also make drones a standard piece of safety equipment, ready to take off in an emergency.
You can fly in conditions that wouldn't be safe for a helicopter and their crew to fly in. A huge advantage of the drone, you're not putting anyone at risk.
St. Clair says the technology is still new, and there is no substitute for boots on the ground and actual eyes in the air. But he expects drones to evolve and grow into an additional tool that can help save lives.
When we look at emerging technology, and if it means the difference between life and death, we'll certainly try it.
In Oak Ridge, Jim Matheny, WBIR 10 News.